Welcome back, Entertainment Daily lovers. Let's get right into some celebrity gist right about now. Okay, so NAIRA MARLEY just broke silence. Y'all know that since this MOHBAD situation started, NAIRA MARLEY has been quiet. He hasn't said much. But after Wumi, late MOHBAD's wife, came out, granted interview, and she did spill some things. Remember, MOHBAD's wife too kept quiet for a very long time. The only person that was really talking and talking is MOHBAD's father, and he's even trending right now as we speak. But that will cover in a different video because I don't want this one to be too long. If you're just meeting us for the first time, this is Entertainment Daily with OK. Please subscribe if you enjoy the gist and turn on notifications. So let's get right into the official letter that NAIRA MARLEY wrote and posted it online for the general public, wanted Nigerians to know how he feels and everything. So NAIRA MARLEY posted this to his Instagram today, and he said, remember all what happened during the MOHBAD passing, how he was picked up, how it was alleged that he was bullying MOHBAD, he was harassing MOHBAD, beating, sending his Malians to go beat MOHBAD and do so much. So this is what he had to say. He started by saying, I never thought silence could be so loud. I never thought someone I called my brother, someone I protected, would leave this world with my name in his shadows. I have carried this weight, this pain, this shame that was never mine to bear. We as Malians were not perfect. We had to grow. We had to adapt. Mistakes were made, but they were business, never war. I made peace with MOHBAD. We understood each other beyond the noise, beyond the misunderstanding, and you know this. Yet, when he took his last breath in, when he took his last breath in, and I guess you want to say end, okay, and you all, in you all's arms, you looked at the world and pointed at me. You let them tear me apart. You let them call me a killer while you sat there, knowing the truth. Now you tell the story. So now this is to MOHBAD's wife, I believe. Like now you're coming out to tell the story when you knew fully well that I was not involved in this whole thing. I guess this is what NAIRA is trying to say. NAIRA MARLEY is trying to say, because he ended this with a question mark here. So let's continue. And he said, I welcome you all into my home. I gave you my trust, and yet my brother is gone, still not buried, and it's your fault. Tell the truth from the beginning. She said, okay, he said, sorry. Telling the truth from the beginning would have given him the rest he deserved. Regardless, I will always be there for him. So, according to NAIRA MARLEY, or the way NAIRA MARLEY feels right now from what we're hearing and from what he's writing, it's almost like, look, if you had told the truth, who else is he talking to? NAIRA MARLEY's wife, I believe. I don't think this was directed to NAIRA MARLEY, to his, MOHBAD's wife. NAIRA MARLEY is talking to MOHBAD's wife, not MOHBAD's father, mother, or anybody else. And he said, regardless, I will always be there for him. Okay, so he is actually blaming her that the fact that MOHBAD has not been buried till now. 2 autopsies have been carried out. Remember, during her interview, she talked about how her husband has been opened, scattered pieces twice, because of autopsy and everything, and he's still in the morgue. He's yet to be buried, even though both of the autopsy results came out and it was, they couldn't really find out what actually, made him to join his ancestors. And she was saying that it is all the fault of MOHBAD's father. Here, NAIRA MARLEY is saying it is her fault because she said that because MOHBAD's father buried him immediately. And that's one thing that made a lot of people upset. Why did you hurry up to bury MOHBAD? But anyways, let's continue. And he continued. He said, "You never thought I would survive. You never thought I would walk through the fire and face my people. Maybe you hope I would stay in fugitive. You thought I would run. Instead, I stood before the justice system, spent time in jail, and faced everything head on while you changed the story again and again." So here again, he's actually alleging that. So here again, you can actually see that MOHBAD is actually, sorry, NAIRA MARLEY, I'm being distracted by family members, okay? Sorry. So here again, you can actually see that NAIRA MARLEY is actually, still saying something, right? Okay. So he said all of what they thought was not what happened, because he chested everything. He came out when he heard that the police was looking for him. He brought himself, he reported himself, and he went through the whole process, not being afraid of anything, because in his own words, a clear conscience fears no accusation, right? Like, he knows that he did not, or he's not directly involved, or anything involved in the passing of his friend or ex-friend, if we call it that, if we would call it that. And he was able to go through all of this, but he's pissed off that people that are close to Mohbad knew fully well that he's not involved, but said nothing about it. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about all of this write-up that NAIRA MARLEY posted? Because we know that a lot of people won't even listen to NAIRA MARLEY's song anymore. NAIRA MARLEY has been blacklisted. Okay, if you even play NAIRA MARLEY's song, you will be dragged. If you're a popular person, you dance to NAIRA MARLEY's song, you will be dragged. People will call you out, ask you, why are you playing that song since Mohbad's passing? So it's been so much. And then he continued by saying, but God sees all. The truth does not shake. The lies will fade, and time will reveal everything. Time will reveal everything. And he continued, he said, I have been broken, but I am not destroyed. And when the truth finally speaks, I pray your heart is strong enough to bear it. NAIRA MARLEY. I wonder what is this truth that NAIRA MARLEY feels is there, that it's going to come out, and whose heart will be able to bear it all. What is really going on? Is there something that these people that were once close to him and those that were present, because during Wumi's interview also, she did say a lot, talking about stuffs like when how the nurse that gave injection, they were supposed to arrest the nurse that gave injection, but they did not arrest the nurse. The Mohbad's father said he does not have anything to do with the nurse, because that the nurse is not the problem, although she said her husband was reacting to the injection that was given, and so much, and so much really did happen. So now we're just seeing where this is going, and with all of what Mohbad's father is also saying. Wunmi also alleged that Mohbad's father is talking about landed properties, wants her to hand over everything that Mohbad left for his late Mohbad left for his son, and all of those were handed over. Wants her to hand all of that over to him. And the recent interview that he just granted, where you heard him saying that yes, he can confirm, because his son was on a tour, that's Mohbad, and Mohbad was alive just before he passed. He was on a tour, and coming back from that tour, he went to his father's home, and he was talking with his father, and he informed his father that he just bought 2 landed properties, and he bought them in the name of his son, Liam. So now that his son has passed, he's now saying things like he doesn't even know what is wrong with his son, that why would Mohbad buy landed property in the name of that little boy, when Mohbad's father is still here, that he's Mohbad's father, he never bought any landed property or anything in Mohbad's name. So why would Mohbad do something as strange as that? Now the internet is blowing hot. A lot of people, all the comments I'm seeing, people are like, what is this man even saying? What he did was a smart move. I also I agree to that opinion, that was a smart move. Mohbad is a very young guy, didn't know he was going to pass early, but at least he was smart enough to buy 2 landed properties in the name of his son. So I don't even know why his father wants those properties to be given to him. Or now, mind you, he also bought a landed property for his father, according to what the wife said. So it's not as if he was buying everything, thinking about just his son, and didn't care for his father. He bought a land, but it seemed like the father wants the one Mohbad bought for him, and also want the one that Mohbad bought in the name of his son. If Mohbad was alive, would he be asking for those papers? So a lot is really going on. And with what NAIRA MARLEY is saying now, is there something that NAIRA MARLEY knows, or after the whole investigating him and the other guy concerning the death of Mohbad, is there something that NAIRA MARLEY also maybe got a private investigator involved, and they started investigating, and he found out some things that he's not saying? Because the way this write-up is going is almost like, look, you all know what to do, and this will go away, but you all just don't want to do it and want to put the blame on him. Now, we understand why he released this statement, because his name was